Hey guys, welcome back. This is going to be some tweaks you can do to your farm sim game to get it running good and make sure everything is okay, and do some other stuff in the game. So what I'm going to show you first is actually a pretty important thing. Over time, when you import and delete mods over time, well, basically, let me start from the beginning. When you put in mods, maps or whatever, equipment, tractors or whatever, they have their own input bindings. So what they do the first time they get loaded in the game, Giant scans them and they put them in this input binding.xml. And over time you get some bad mods that come in there and they overwrite certain ones that are needed for another mod. And then when you go to use that mod, say like HUD hider, which is Alt H, and you try to do Alt left Alt H, it won't work. So if that's the case, that was probably because of some bad mods. Even though you've taken them out, they'll still change that input binding, and it won't change it back even though that you took the mods out. So it's kind of almost a permanent thing. So a way to fix this, actually, just be aware you're going to lose all your custom input bindings, because right now I use a couple of them. I changed the cruise control from, I don't remember what the key was, 2 or 1 or 2 to increase and decrease. I changed it to plus and minus on my numpad. So just be aware before you do this. Remember, or go in the game and write down your input bindings and get ready to do this. So what you're going to do is actually it's pretty much where you find your mods, my documents, my games, FarmSim 2015, and this works in 2013 also. Just find this input bindings .xml. You might not see .xml. I have advanced features on my Windows to see the extensions, but don't worry about that. Just look for the input binding and just pretty much right click on it and delete it and start up your farm sim. And what this is going to do is going to generate another input bindings, this time with what mods you have in there and whatnot, and it's going to create a new input binding. And since you guys have good mods now, it's going to create a better input binding, and you're going to have to go in there in the game and add your custom ones. And that's pretty much it. So it's a simple way to fix any problems with any input bindings. Not a lot of people know about that. So alright, I'll show you something else here. So every time your game starts, it pretty much scans all your mods and everything in your game, and it creates a log file. And you can go through this log file and see if there's anything bad in your some of your mods and whatnot. Some of them you get like warnings. Get some warnings here. Yeah, like this one has invalid fill type, but that's normal because obviously stock game doesn't have oak, sunflowers, and soybeans, so it's not a big deal. But typically what this tells you is if there's any errors, and what errors you're looking for is like a large amount of them, like over a dozen and whatnot, but a lot of the times you can't fix them. Like these guys right here, error, stuff like that. You'll get an error, something here, and it doesn't really link you to the right one. It could be anything above it. So this error could be these 3 guys. So if there's an error down here, it could be all these guys. So, but anyways, that's stuff you guys don't have to worry about right off the bat if you're new at this. I'm just showing this log file, but this is useful information. You can also bring this up in the game, and I'll show you how to do that, and that'll give you a little bit more features, because a lot of times the game can't detect with the log file errors until you purchase the item and have it in the game, or sometimes some of the errors will be stuff in the store. So I'll show you guys how to turn that on, and I believe it's under game here. Let me check. Yeah, you right click, you're gonna have to open it with Notepad, and then go down to the development, and then right about here it's going to say false. Put in true and then save it. And basically the key to open that is pretty much the key to the left of the one on the key on the your keyboard, which is this key. Pretty much this key if you shift it. If you can see that, I don't know what they call that, but it's pretty much that key left of the one. So when you're in game, it'll bring that up, and you'll be able to use your page down and page up, and it's pretty much, you'll see the log file in there. And there's some other features. I think the F12 through, the F2 through the F10 keys bring up some options. So I'll put a link down in the description of all the F keys that function. It's a link from FSUK. So, and that link will also give you how to actually enable the development mode. So it's a pretty nice feature to have. So it's definitely something, if you guys get serious in modding and adding mods in, and you want to test them yourself and see what's going on, it's definitely a good feature to have. So definitely check that out. So I think that's about it. I guess everybody knows this with the drive control. If you open that with Notepad, because a lot of these mods usually put their config files in the mod folder like Glance and GPS, and you see the other ones, they have all their config files in there. But this drive control actually puts it in the main folder here. So there you see it, drive control. And when you open that, you can actually bring up a lot of features. And one of the ones I turn off is the shuttle feature right there. I turn that to false, which controls which direction you go by hitting the space bar. And you still use the W for backwards, you just hit the space, and then to turn it off you have to hold down space. But I don't like that feature, so a lot of people kind of know this, to turn that off. So if you're using drive control, definitely if you don't want to use that, turn that off. There's other things you can turn on and off, so it's definitely a nice thing. Pretty good with the mods now. Mods didn't really have a lot of control and config files like this in FS13, so it's definitely a nice feature. So that's about it for this tweaks and stuff you can do to your game. So alright guys, you have a good day, and we'll see you next time.